Good afternoon, everybody. This afternoon I have worked to reallocate Kiri Allan's ministerial portfolios across existing ministers. Ginny Anderson will become the Minister of Justice. Ginny's been a strong performer in the justice space since taking on the role as Minister of Police. Aligning the justice and police portfolios will be important in the coming weeks as we look to progress the legislation that we announced last week around RAM raids to ensure that young offenders face more accountability for their crimes. Ginny Anderson's focus and my focus is firmly on backing the police with the tools and the resources that they need in order to fight crime. We're creating opportunities to break the cycle of offending with rehabilitation programs while ensuring there is strong accountability and consequences for those who don't take up those opportunities and continue to commit crime. Kieran McAnulty will become the Minister for Regional Development, aligning with his existing portfolio as Minister for Rural Communities. Grant Robertson is already leading the government's rolling maul of initiatives to support the communities that have been affected by Cyclone Gabrielle. He'll take over the lead coordination role for the Tairāwhiti region. There will be further support for local infrastructure in those areas announced later this week. At his request, David Parker will pass on the revenue portfolio to Barbara Edmonds to free him up to focus on the transport role that he has recently taken up. Prior to entering Parliament, Barb was a specialist tax lawyer, and I've got confidence in her ability to pick up a greater share of the economic work of the government, which is why I'm also making her an Associate Minister of Finance. She'll be relinquishing her Associate Health role, which will be redistributed amongst the existing health ministers. Damien O'Connor will pick up an Associate Transport role, and he will be supporting David Parker in that. With only 5 sitting weeks until the House rises for the election, I've decided not to bring any new ministers into Cabinet. Overall, there are 25 ministers in the Executive, and I believe that all of them have a fair and manageable workload. Those promoted are all hard-working ministers who are performing well, have the capacity to take on more, and now have the opportunity to demonstrate their strengths. Our focus must be on the issues that matter to New Zealanders, like the cost of living and law and order. As a government, our singular focus must be on making life better for everyday Kiwis, and that is what I've sought to do, and I need everybody in the government to be doing the same. To the week ahead, tomorrow in Wellington, where I'll be attending the sold-out Football Ferns Philippines game here in the capital.